What's up, everybody? We've got another video lined up for you guys today in the Spigen series for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And today we're looking at some good oldies, right? Some classic case. Haha, no pun intended, but it's kind of the name of the case. All right, so this is going to be the classic C1 cases from Spigen for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. We're looking at two colors today. One of the colors is going to be that tangerine, aka orange, and then the other one's going to be graphite. So we're going to do a comparison between the two, look at them, and I want you guys to decide which one you like best. I don't want my opinion to kind of sully the waters. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start off with the tangerine. So with the tangerine case, we're going to go ahead and look at this. So this is, if you've had a C1 case in the past, this is going to be the nostalgia case. Okay, it's going to be the nostalgia case. So it's going to be reminiscent of those old, I think they're called iMacs that Apple used to make a long time ago in the different colors. But if you're new to it, let's take a look around. So on the back, right here, you are going to have a smooth bottom right there. So no raised corners for that protection. However, you are going to have a fully covered camera plateau, which is nice. That protection against scratch gate. Okay, so you're gonna have that fully covered camera plateau right there with a raised outer lip for protection for your cameras. Now, for this case, you are gonna have buttons that are gonna be built in again. Spigen's kind of been doing that with their cases. So this is gonna be your power button. This is gonna be your camera control button that's built into the case. On the bottom, you're gonna have your symmetric cutouts for your speaker and microphone, USB-C. Right there. On the left side, action button, volume up, volume down. Let's look at the front. So the front is going to look like to me that it's going to have an even lip all the way around. So all the cases from Spigen that I saw this year are going to have that air cushion technology in the corners for drop protection. Now looking on the inside of this, besides the MagSafe, you're going to have this. It's kind of like a memory foam material. And I'm guessing that's going to help with drop protection just to absorb some of that shock. And that's going to be built into this case just like you guys see it. Let's go ahead and bring in our scale because we want to weigh this and see how much it's going to add to your phone. Now for me, my iPhone 17 Pro Max is 245 grams. So this is going to be a little bit bulkier of a case. It's going to add 55 grams to the case. So out of all the Spigen cases I've tried so far this year, tested out, this is going to be the bulkiest. Okay, so 55 grams in addition to whatever your phone case or whatever your phone already weighs. So 55 grams on this case, it is a big boy. Now beyond the weight, let's measure how much width it could potentially add to your phone. Now remember, y'all, I'm telling you, this is going to be a bigger case. So trying to measure just the size, I'm going to inadvertently get a little bit of that lip, guys, just because of the measurement, or the measuring the way I'm doing it. You're going to have about 4 millimeters added to the weight, or the width of your phone. So let's go ahead and go on to the try-on part. So I'm just going to briefly do this, guys. I'm going to show you on the first one, and then we'll skip this on the second because it does take a little bit of finessing to put on this case. And I wish somebody would have helped me out before I bought this case and tried it and showed me how to do it. Okay, so let's just make this quick and sweet. So when you pull the case out of your box, you're going to have technically three pieces. Your inner soft TPU piece, your outer hard plastic, and then a plastic piece at the bottom. To put your phone in this case, I want you to gently push down about right below the magnets to separate this bottom plastic piece from the top piece. Now, once you get this piece off from the bottom, now we can flip it over. We can bring our phone and we can put the top first, push it all the way in. So line it up. Push it all the way in, and then push it in. You're gonna hear that snap, bottom corners. Now we can go ahead and put back on this bottom plastic piece. So you're just gonna slide it on. Slide it on right there. There's a little lip you've got to get the middle portion under. You're gonna hear some clicking. And then that's how you know you've got it on there good. So let's take a look around, y'all, make it brief because we've already checked out the case. Let's see how it looks with the phone. This is gonna be the right side right here. Bottom. You know what I'm gonna ask y'all to do, right? Check out that bottom. Tell me if the cutouts look like they did it right. Symmetrical. USB-C. Back of the case. So with the camera plateau, y'all, remember this is gonna have a raised lip all the way around. This middle portion, this plastic portion of the camera plateau, the camera bumps are actually gonna stick up above that area, like a good amount. But the camera bumps are below this raised outer lip portion of the camera plateau protection. So I'm not even worried about slamming this down on the back. I'm not worried about it at all. For the front, you're gonna have an even raised lip all the way around. Now, this isn't the highest raised lip that I've seen in phone cases with the screen protector that I've got installed, but it's maybe a couple of hairs, right? 2 hairs. So it's got a little bit of a raised lip. Enough to where I'm not gonna worry about slamming it down face forward. Not worried about it rubbing on the screen protector. It's got that raised lip. So let's go ahead and go through our series of tests here. USB-C check and see what it's about. So first we're gonna do is bring in our skinny USB-C cable from Apple, AKA Ozempic style. Fits in the bottom, no problem, with room to grow. Let's say maybe you ate a little bit extra turkey this Thanksgiving. You need some room to grow. You know, maybe you're healthy. Let's bring in our larger USB-C cable. And you can see you're gonna have plenty of room to grow even with this oversized USB-C cable. What if you're a MagSafe person? You like that satisfaction of seeing that magnet click on there and the animation on the front. All right, y'all know how we do it. Top down, folks. You go first. Hold on. Somehow my phone got on silent. We can't have that. We got to have the satisfaction of hearing that sound. Let's try this again. There it is. So MagSafe's good on that one. Let me give this to some of y'all on the side. MagSafe's good on there. So let's check the MagSafe strength with our patented Bobby G exclusive way of doing it. Camolo in the house, tripod. Slap it on, shake it out. Good on the MagSafe strength. Let's do a top-down view. This ain't going nowhere. So let's go ahead and switch out the colors real quick to the graphite, take a quick look at that, and then do our roundup or finish up this video. All right, so this is gonna be how the graphite looks. Let's take a look at the right side of our case. The bottom of our case. It's gonna be that orange against the graphite, give a little contrast. The left side of our case. The back of our case with that cosmic orange for contrast. The front of our case. And that's going to be it, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in this other one. And I want you guys to tell me in the comment sections, what do you guys think of all the differences between this one? Again, we got the Tangerine and the Graphite in that C1 series. Now, these cases are going to be on the more expensive side when it comes to Spigen. Okay, so these are going to be $33.99 each, so 34 bucks. It's going to come in 4 different colors. You've got what you see here, so tangerine. You've got graphite. You're going to have, it's basically like, oh my gosh, like a turquoise kind of, but they call it Bondi Blue. And then it's going to also come in ruby red. So you're going to have 4 different options for these. I'm going to link this in the comment section. Y'all remember, if you're considering checking out these cases, y'all, please do me a huge favor. Just use my links in the comment sections. It helps me out. It helps me keep creating content for you guys. I am nothing without my supporters and without my subscribers and without my folks that watch my videos. So thank you so much for giving me a little bit of your day, a little bit of time. Hopefully you guys get some value out of this. Let me know in the comment section if you're going to pick one of these up. Let's talk about it. If you got questions about the case, things you want me to test, things you want me to look at, let me know that in the comment section as well. It's your boy Bobby G. Appreciating you guys for checking me out. Peace.